this particular incident, the investigation was taken over almost immediately by the Sheriff's Homicide Division. They conduct the entire investigation. They sent up a team of a sergeant, 4 dedicated detectives, a forensic specialist, and they took over the investigation.
Okay, one of the things that's unique about this is that because it was a critical incident, and that the autopsy on the gentleman and that is being done by another agency. How is that handled?
That's correct. It'll be done at the Riverside Coroner's office. Formerly, the San Bernardino Coroner was a separate department in the county of San Bernardino. Several years ago, the Sheriff's Department took over the Coroner's office, and in order to remain objective, any in-custody death or an officer-involved shooting is sent to Riverside so that one of their pathologists do the examination, and they will determine a cause of death and a manner of death. Basically, this is an X26 taser. Here at the station, we have 17 deputies working patrol, 5 sergeants and 2 detectives, and all of them, when they're working patrol, carry an X26 taser similar to this. In this past year, 2010, we responded to 24,876 calls for service during that calendar year. In the previous 12 months, our deputies or sergeants or detectives used the taser on only 8 occasions. It's a force option that the deputies carry along with OC or capstun, which is a sprayed pepper type spray, a expandable baton or a wooden straight baton, and of course their weapon, which is generally a 40 Glock pistol. We only use the taser on 8 occasions. Each time it's used, use of force report is completed. There is a small computer in these tasers. It downloads the information such as how many times it was used, for what duration, and whether it was effective. Attached to the taser, like this X26 model, in here are 2 darts. They're attached to 15 feet of copper wire. The darts have to strike a subject, embed in his skin in order for the taser to be effective. When the taser is fired, produced as a 5-second burst. When you hear that loud noise like that, it means that the taser is probably not working properly. When it's attached to the darts, it doesn't make the same noise. We can also use the taser by pushing it up against a subject's skin, which is not quite as effective, but still helps gain compliance. The issue with the taser is hundreds of sheriff deputies for the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department elected to be tased when they received the training that allowed them to carry this. Today on patrol in Twin Peaks, we have 3 deputies. All 3 of them have been tased with the taser. And the deputy I spoke to this morning said it was 5 seconds, the longest 5 seconds of his life, but the minute it was over, and there's no lasting effects. The OC or the capstun that we sometimes spray individuals with, that can last for up to 30 to 45 minutes, burning sensation, loss of vision. So in many respects, this is the least damaging force option, certainly less damaging than a ASP, strikes from an ASP or a baton, which at minimum will cause bruising.
So between the Twin Peaks Sheriff Station and say Big Bear, how many total officers and that would you guess are armed with the taser?
You know, Big Bear has more officers, but they're running a jail. However, sometimes they have fewer on patrol. So there's 2 and a sergeant at the minimum up there, 3 and a sergeant working a shift here at Twin Peaks. They all carry a taser at all times. You know, anybody that has any questions, we'd welcome to give us a call here at the station, 909-336-0600. We have a media relations division down at Public Affairs. They're all charged with putting information out. The Sheriff's Department has a website. If you Google San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, it'll come up on top. You can go on there. There's a section to sign up for Nixle alerts. There's a section for press releases where you can go on and read the same releases that we issue to the press.
From the Twin Peaks Sheriff's Station, Michael P. Neufeld reporting for ROTW News.